Well, I guess I can say good afternoon. It's been that way for about 2 minutes. My name is Colonel Mark Cosgrove, U.S. Army, recently retired, and I am a proud staff member here at Lansing Community College now as the director of the aviation program in Mason. And I've just been having a great time doing that, and I'm also very honored to be asked to come here and to help celebrate Veterans Day with this LCC ceremony. So welcome to Lansing Community College and our Veterans Day ceremony. We're delighted to have you here today. We're delighted that you've joined us. LCC is a veteran-friendly college. It truly is. It's evidenced in many different ways, certainly through a number of our programs and departments, and especially our military medic to paramedic program that occurs right here in this building. And it is honestly, literally a model for the rest of the country. And it was started right here in support of veterans here at Lansing Community College. And certainly what we're doing today is more evidence about what we do here at LCC in support of our veterans and making sure that they're successful when they come to participate here at Lansing Community College. We started this process, this ceremony in 2010. And since that time, we've honored 31 individuals here on our glass wall on the memorial. And that includes the 4 individuals that we'll be recognizing today. I'm very proud, again, to be a part of that. And right now, I'd like to invite the chairman of the LCC Board of Trustees, Chairman Larry Meyer, to come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, if you would, sir.
If you would and you're able, please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Chairman Meyer. And now we're honored to have Pastor Sean Holland from the Epicenter of Worship in Lansing, who will come forward and join us by playing God Bless America. Pastor Holland? Here you are. I knew you were over there before. Thank you, Pastor Holland. That was really beautiful. Thank you for doing that. I'd like to acknowledge some special guests we have here today. First of all, our chairman, who's already come up here and led us in the Pledge of Allegiance, Larry Meyer, chairman of the Board of Trustees here at LCC, also a veteran. I hate to have to recognize the fact that he was a Navy veteran, but I'll do that. And I think another member of our Board of Trustees, Jerry Hollister. I know, another Navy guy, right? You're killing me, okay? I'd also like to mention a special guest that we have here today, someone who's been active on the Lansing scene for years and years. Elfrida Schmidt is here in the front row with the red hat on. Former member of the Lansing City Council and always active and supportive of our community. Thank you for coming. And you're also the widow of a decorated veteran, are you not, Elfrida? Your husband was a decorated veteran. Yes, yeah. Carol Johnson is also here. She's president of the Gold Star Mothers. Carol, thank you for coming. And as far as the previous inductees, I believe the only one that's here today, and we're honored to have you here, is Mr. James Butler. Is that correct? Thank you for coming. I'd also like to recognize any active duty or veteran members that are here with us in the rotunda today. If you are, please stand or raise your hand. Let us know where you are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your service. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce the president of Lansing Community College for a few words. Dr. Knight, Dr. Brent Knight, would you please come forward?
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lansing Community College. And thank you, Colonel. Where'd Mark go? Oh, there he is. He does a great job managing our aviation maintenance program, and a very proud veteran, too. Service before self. 3 words that define every person here today who has worn the uniform of our nation. For all of our veterans in attendance, thank you for your service. By being here and reflecting on the service and sacrifice of veterans, you demonstrate that this is much more than a patriotic phrase. It illustrates that you understand through your own service or through the service of others the truth that veterans know all too well, that no one leaves the military unchanged. Throughout the years, warfare has certainly changed. The size and scope of our military has evolved, and certainly our global presence continues to shift. But our commitment to our nation's heroes, heroes of all eras, has never wavered. Since LCC opened in 1957, thousands of students have come to LCC from battle or have graduated before enlisting. Our beautiful interactive exhibit was created in 2010 to honor the military heroes from Michigan who have served our great nation. We honor them not only through this memorial, but through the educational opportunities and support that we offer veterans here at LCC every day. I am honored to pay tribute to all the men and women who have served as we induct 4 veterans into the Lansing Community College Veterans Memorial today. Thank you for your courage and dedication, and a sincere thank you for our freedom. This is your day, you've done your duty, and we salute you. Thank you.
It is my distinct honor to name the 2014 inductees into the Lansing Community College Veterans Memorial. As I do, Colonel Cosgrove will hand the inductee or their family member a specially commissioned crystal memento honoring their service. Our first inductee is William Gardner, Lansing Corporal, United States Army in the Korean conflict. Colonel William Russell Gardner was awarded the United States National Defense Medal, the Korean War Service Medal for his service, as well as the United Nations Service Medal for his training within the 44th Trucking Company and the 74th Trucking Company. Finally, he was awarded the Bronze Star for his numerous trips along the 38th parallel, risking his life countless times for the services of his country. A noble endeavor and a wonderful man. Congratulations. Our next inductee is Merlin F. Guilford. Merlin attained the rank of corporal and was awarded the Bronze Star, Expeditionary Medal, the World War II Victory Medal, the American Campaign Medal with 4 Bronze Stars, Combat Infantry Badge, and the Prisoner of War Medal. Extraordinary service, extraordinary man. Thank you very much. Our next inductee is Lawrence A. Holliday, Lansing, Field Lineman, U.S. Army, World War II. Lawrence received the Asiatic Pacific Theater Ribbon with 3 Bronze Battle Stars, Philippine Liberation Ribbon, 4 Overseas Bars, and the Silver Striped Good Conduct Medal. Congratulations and thank you. Our last inductee is Richard A. Rand of Perry, Brigadier General, U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force, World War II, recently deceased. His widow, Shirley, is here joining us today. Richard was awarded the Purple Heart, the Silver Star, 2 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 10 Air Medals, and numerous other ribbons for his service. In October 2002, General Rand was inducted into the Michigan Aviation Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Thank you. Shirley.
And now we're going to take a minute, and please join us in watching a video tribute to our heroes.
One of the most dangerous jobs in any war is that of the supply truck driver, and that held true on a daily basis for Corporal William Russell Gardner of the 74th Transportation Company, stationed at ASCOM Base near Uijeongbu, as he drove the desolate roads of Korea from November 1951 to November of 1953. Corporal Gardner spent his days and nights hauling ammo, gas, and food to the soldiers in the field who needed constant resupply. His route took him back and forth across the 38th parallel, the dividing line between North and South Korea. In each trip, he faced the threat of enemy gunfire while completing his missions. It was an around-the-clock perilous duty, and at night, he and the other drivers inched their trucks along, using only the parking lights, or what they dubbed cat eyes, to avoid being spotted by the North Koreans. For risking his life countless times on a daily basis, Corporal William Russell Gardner was awarded the National Defense Service Medal. and the Korean Service Medal with 4 Bronze Stars.
Corporal Merlin F. Guilford was a light machine gunner with the 2nd Infantry Division, 9th Infantry Regiment, Company A. He arrived in Europe on June 7, 1944, one day after D-Day, to help support the invasion. Over the course of the next few months, Guilford and his regiment were involved in several campaigns to push back the Nazis. But in December of that year, Guilford found himself in the crosshairs at the Battle of the Bulge, Hitler's last great offensive of the war, and for U.S. troops, the costliest. On December 18, 1944, after 2 days of intense fighting, outmanned and out of ammunition, the 9th Infantry was overrun by a German armored unit. Guilford and the 8 remaining men left alive out of his regiment surrendered and were taken prisoner. They were shipped off to Stalag 4B near Mühlberg, one of the largest prisoner of war camps in Germany. Corporal Guilford was interred along with over 7,000 other Americans captured at the Battle of the Bulge. The previously full prisoner of war camp was now inhumanely jammed. Guilford spent the winter of 1945 in the camp's harsh conditions. On April 23, 1945, the Red Army liberated the camp. They freed their fellow Russian troops, but kept the British and the Americans locked up for another month before releasing them. For his exceptional service in 3 major campaigns during World War II, Corporal Merlin Francis Guilford was awarded many medals. Notably among them were the Bronze Star and the American Campaign Medal with 4 Bronze Stars.
In the Pacific Campaign of World War II, as a U.S. Army field lineman with the 136th Field Artillery Battalion and the 37th Infantry Division, it was Sergeant Lawrence A. Holliday's job to secure crucial communications by laying miles of wire from point to point and operating the field switchboard. In the fall of 1944, while stationed at the switchboard one night, Holliday discovered that one of the main communications lines was not working. Knowing it was imperative that the line be fixed, he and another soldier traveled out into the darkness to find the problem. After traversing nearly 2 miles, dangerously close to enemy territory, Holliday discovered the break in the line and spliced it back together, restoring communications to the infantry. On another night at the switchboard, Holliday became aware of enemy soldiers walking on the road just yards from his location. He stayed quiet and, with the help of another lineman, captured the enemy soldiers in the early hours of the morning. For his skills and achievement in keeping critical communications operational, Sergeant Lawrence A. Holliday was awarded the Philippine Liberation Medal with 1 Bronze Star and the Asiatic Pacific Theater Ribbon with 3 Bronze Stars.
In 1941, at the age of 18, Richard A. Rand moved to Canada and joined the Royal Canadian Air Force to learn how to fly. At the top of his class, Rand was sent to England to train in Hurricane fighter planes. In 1943, he transferred to the U.S. Army Air Force and signed up for 2 consecutive tours of duty. His first tour was with the 356th Fighter Squadron flying P-51 Mustangs. Starting as a replacement fighter in a wingman position, Rand moved on to become element leader, then flight commander, and was promoted to captain, all in a year's time. In his second tour, Rand commanded the 359th Fighter Squadron, and at the age of 21, he became the youngest major in Europe. In 120 combat missions, Rand displayed his leadership, courage, flying skills, and fighting spirit. In September of 1944, on a flak-busting mission in support of the Arnhem invasion, Rand eliminated 6 gun emplacements on his own. On November 26, 1944, despite being seriously outnumbered, Rand frustrated an interception attack force of German fighters and then made it home safely. Rand survived 3 crashes due to mechanical failures, a mid-air collision, and being shot down by ground fire before he was finally captured as a prisoner of war. Among the numerous ribbons and medals he earned, Major Richard A. Rand was awarded the Purple Heart, the Silver Star, and 2 Distinguished Flying Crosses.
I invite Mr. William Crenshaw forward for a musical presentation.
Can we just clap our hands for all of our veterans today? I want to thank Minnie Burton for the invitation. I'm honored to stand here today. And if the man behind the curtain is ready, I'm ready. Amen. Must have been cold there in my shadow to never see the sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. I was the one with all the glory. You were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you were my hero? Everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, yes, you. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I have it all here in my heart. I want you to know the truth. Of course I know I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you were my hero? You're everything I would like to be. Yeah, I can fly higher than an eagle. The wind beneath my wings. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Yes, you are. You're everything we wanna be. Yes, you are. Now we can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath our wings. You are the wind beneath our wings. God bless you. Thank you.
William, that was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming here today to honor our veterans. It's appreciated by all. This concludes our ceremony today, and we look forward to seeing you again next year when we induct another 4 veterans at our memorial. Thank you very much for coming.